Greetings everyone, Tim Anderson here, aka Renfell. Welcome to the latest Lotro Cooking in Real Life episode. Today it's all about buttered scones with blackberry jam, which are absolutely delicious. I've already had a couple of them this morning. I'm going to have another one as we wrap up the introduction here. But I would say if you like the recipes that you're seeing here, make sure to check out the Patreon post below because that's got the actual list of ingredients and cooking times and everything else, as well as the video that you're watching now. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get more updates, and please consider supporting over at Patreon to support what I do here on YouTube as well as over at Patreon, because I do a lot of different things. We're not just doing gaming videos, we're doing cooking videos, we're doing read-throughs of books, we're doing movie reviews, we're doing lots of different things. So hit the links below, support however you want to, and enjoy the recipe. I'm going to have another of these delicious buttered scones with blackberry jam. And I want everybody else to go watch the episode now. Enjoy. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add 1.5 cups of just all-purpose flour. You can use wheat flour, you can use any kind of flour that you want, but we're going to do 1.5 cups of flour, like so. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. Then we add 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Pinch of salt. Then we mix that all up. I just like to use a fork. Simple. You can use a whisk, anything else you would like to use. Go ahead and give that a good mix so all the dry ingredients are incorporated together. Next step is to put in a stick of butter. And we're going to incorporate that in. And again, you can use a whisk, you can use a baking cutter, you can use anything you want. I just like to use a fork. It's very simple. Just need to kind of get in here and get this kind of incorporated so that you've got a nice kind of chunky blend where the butter is into nice chunks. Next, we're going to do 1/2 cup of milk into a bowl. We're going to add 1 egg to that. Mix the egg and milk so it's nice and mixed up together. And now we're going to mix in the egg and milk into the flour mixture and get that until it's nice and moist. Some people like to mix it while they pour. I just pour it in. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and flour our table. You can flour it lightly, whatever, and then we're going to transfer this sticky mess over here. And we're going to need to basically knead this for a few minutes until it's ready. Don't be afraid about getting in here and getting your hands sticky and covered in goo. That's what you're here for. And just fold it. It's all you're here to do. And you don't have to do this one, you know, it doesn't have to be kneaded for 10 minutes or something. You're just going to knead it for a few minutes and incorporate a little more flour until it's basically not sticking to the table like it is right here. And we will proceed from there. Alright, now from here, we're going to roll this out into basically 1/2 inch thick. It doesn't have to be perfect again. Now once you've rolled out your dough, you can use a form if you want, but the idea is to cut some basically squares or rectangles, whatever you like. I just like to come in here and cut the dough, but I'm a little different than some people. So you just come in here and you take this, cut it down like so. Save your extras because you're going to be using those later, and then you can just come in here and basically try to give you guys a good camera angle here. like so. And you can get, basically, if you want to do it this way, that's a little too small. We'll just come in here and get something like that if you want. Again, you don't have to be perfect with the sizes. This is a very rustic recipe. Just cut these down like so and put those to the side. They don't have to be perfect or anything like that. Then you take your leftovers. You can roll these out if you want. You can also hand press them. Just something that's roughly 1/2 inch thick. And if you want to, you can make this into like a square shape, roughly, as you form this last bit out. And then that'll give you your last 4 squares. And there you have basically your first batches are ready to go. Now we're going to put these in the pan. So I just use a basic cooking pan like that. And put these in here. You can do about 4 in that one. Obviously, depending on the size of your oven, depending on the size of your sheets, you can do more. I use these. So, depending on the size of your squares, you can put these in here. And we're going to cook these out. I'm going to put one more in the middle there. And you're going to put these in the oven for about 15 minutes on 400 degrees. All right, into the oven we go. 15 minutes. All right, time to take these out. Nice and golden brown. All right, time for some taste testing. These are fresh out of the oven. Let's get one of these bad boys opened up. How about this one right here? Oh, look at that steam coming out of there. All right, time to get a fresh dollop of blackberry jam, just like so. Get another fresh dollop over here. And now we are ready for a taste test. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to devour the first of my buttered scones with blackberry jam. There's more in the oven. Coffee. There are worse things than being a hobbit, because hobbits get to enjoy some of the best breakfasts in the world. So, oh man, those are good. I gotta take another bite, and I need to be talking, but I can't. So, if you like this recipe, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get updates when I go live with more content. And hopefully everyone enjoys this recipe, and if you do, please leave a comment below and let me know on social media. Until then, I may have to eat this whole plate. So, I'll see everybody in the next episode.